everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a sunny day outside, but I think we still need to stay at home as much as we can. That's for everybody's good, right? If I ask you a question, what will protect you from getting old? Or what will protect you when you are old? You may say, your pensions, your job, or, your family, your children. No, actually, it's sunscreen. Sunscreen, will protect you from getting old. That's a joke. Okay, today I will continuously talk about great persistence because I think this trait is very important for human being. Recent 20, 30 years, most of the people, young generation, has a good life. Their parents had all set, had everything for them, so they have an easier life, than their grandparents, than their parents. So they are sort of, get easy going. They don't develop the persistence much. So sometimes they encounter some obstacles, challenges. They don't know what to do. I heard this story. A young boy, in America, he studied very good, but he was afraid COVID stopped the class. Students are working from home. He didn't like it, and then he took his life. I heard a similar story back in China. A boy, in April went back to school on the first day, but he, accidentally he broke a glass door in the school. He was afraid of the punishment from his parents, from the teacher. He jumped from his school's 5th floor and died. How sad is that? So I think it's important to talk about persistence. We need to develop the persistence and the perseverance trait for yourself, to prepare yourself, to face the challenges of life. And that's not a hard thing. Everyone can step by step to develop that. It's an easier way to read books. I remember when I was, young, we had textbook, I talk about all the heroes we learn, right? Yeah, here I think they have too. And also you can learn from other books. Nowadays it's so easy, right? We have videos, we have audio books. You can use your, small time, when you are cooking, when you are eating, when on your way home, go to school, you can listen to them. And that way you can learn how to deal with the life challenges, obstacles. Today, I would like, give you some samples, how young people, they have the grit, how people, no matter young or old, they have the grit, have the persistence to conquer the life challenges. The first story actually is in the American literature curriculum. The first story actually is in the American literature the textbook, The Old Man and the Sea. And probably you heard about that. And that talk about this story, a old, aging, experienced fisherman Santiago bottled with a large marlin fish. It started like this. It's been 85 days. Santiago didn't catch a fish. His fellow fishermen laughed at him, called him Salo. That's the worst form of the unluckiness. Even his apprentice doesn't want to follow him to do fishing because the boy's parents told him not following him to fish, instead to follow some successful fishermen. So that night he told the boy he would, sail out far away to the Gulf Stream, north of Cuba. So next day, on the 85th day in the morning, he ventured out far away in the Gulf Stream. Soon he caught a big fish. He knew that's a marlin. But the fish was so big, he couldn't haul in the fish. Instead, he was pulled away by the fish, wandering on the sea. After 2 days and 2 nights, he was injured and impinged by the struggling, but he had the appreciation for his adversary. He called the fish brother. He also, respect his dignity. And the third day morning, the fish started to circle around his skiff, his boat. That's dangerous. If the boat was upside down, and then the old man maybe just died. So he used all his remaining strength to stamp the fish by his harpoon, and then finally struggled to strip the marlin along his boat side. He headed home. On his way home, he thought he will sell the fish, earn lots of money, something like that. But unfortunately, a lot of sharks following the blood of the marlin and then came. So the fishermen have to fight with all the sharks. The sharks keep coming, like 5, 6 big sharks. If the people, don't have the strength, don't have the persistence, probably they just give up because the fatal is so cruel. Santiago lost his harpoon after he fight back the first shark, and then he had made the harpoon by his knives to fight with other sharks. He fight with them like a whole night. Next morning, those sharks eat almost all of the whole marlin. Only the head, the backbone, and the tail was left. Finally, in the dawn of the morning of that day, Santiago went home. He left the fish in the boat on the shore, and he went to sleep. Other fishermen saw the fish, and then they measured it. It's like 18-inch long. It's like a 5.5 meter. That's really a big marlin. And then they, say sorry to him, and then they promised, sell with him next day. That's the story, the old man and the sea. I think it's full of human spirit. Keep fighting, never give up. If you can easily Google it and then to read it. There are another story. It's for a young man, a young people from Taiwan, a young boy. When he was 17, when he was young, he like jump, he like run, he even want to fly. He want to have the special power to, save the universe, like the Superman, right? Yeah, all boys like that. And then one day he saw a show from the Cirque du Soleil, a circus group from Montreal, Canada. So he watched that show. That aroused his enthusiasm. He want to become one of them, a member of them. So he told his parents, told his teacher. His teacher laughed at him, said, "You want to change your life? Too late." And his parents said, "Regular people should have a regular job. You should study well to find a good job." But he still has that dream. After several years, 2006, you know what? The Cirque du Soleil came to Taiwan. After the show, they did recruit people there. The boy, of course, applied. Actually, he got the second round, but he didn't get the contract. But he didn't give up. Next year, he keep practicing. Next year, he sent the video of his practicing and show them his improvement. So he, video himself and then send it to Canada to tell the security slave he still want to join them. They replied to him. They said, "We are so happy to see your improvement, and for sure there will be a position for you, on our stage, but not now. We don't know when." So next year he keep practicing. He performed at a formal, show. He play the crystal balls. So he videoed that too. He sent it to the security slave. They replied again, same thing. They said, we are so happy to see your improvement. We are sure you will have a position at our stage, but not now. We don't know when. So next year he keep practicing. He sent them letter. He said, I even don't need, I want to work for you. I don't need salary. And then at time, his body situation is getting worse because he practiced too much. He had back pain. One of his legs was numb. It's not good. He was almost give up. He was disappointed. He thought his dream was gone. But the fourth year, 2010, and the security slave sent him later, call him to join them. And then he really do the show on the stage. But when he saw so many audience, each time like 2,000 audience, and then each year they have 480 shows. Each day they need practicing. He was a little scared, timid. He wasn't sure, he can continue. But, he just keep doing that day by day, improve himself day by day. Finally, got the confidence. One day, after his show, he went back to the stage to thank the audience. 2,000 audience gave him applause. His dream come true. At the end, he said, each time when I wanted to give up, I told myself, just one more time, just one more step, just day by day, moment by moment, step by step. He has his persistence and perseverance. Finally, he achieved his goal. Yeah, he's a young boy from 17. After 10 years, he finally achieved his goal. How many people we can to be persistent like him, to insist 10 years to achieve your life goal? There are another story. A young man just reached his 30 years old. He got fat day by day because life is not easy, right? And at 30s, there are so many things. And they have parents, some they have little babies. He didn't marry, gain little weight. But one day he walked by from a fitness center. He looked people inside doing the exercise. For that one moment, he had a thought. He thought, I want to see my jawline. I want to see my six-pack abs. I want to see my real self under the fat. Because his body rubbed by the fat. When people getting fat, it's like that. So he decided to lose 60 pounds in 150 days. He set that goal for himself. He started to doing that. Each day he had the firm schedule. He do running, he do biking, he do swimming. Sometimes he want to give up, but when he didn't see his jawline, didn't see the change he want to see, he just continue, keep going, and at the end of 150 days, he achieved his goal. The two people are so different. Before he was, overweight, he was fat, his face was round, and look a little slow and look a little stupid. But after, he lost 60 pounds, he look sharp, look smart, look much better, handsome. And then, he has more strength. He can work more, and then he has more energy to do anything. That's the benefit he never know before. And his family saw his jawline. I know nowadays, many people are little overweight, and some people think that's not a big deal. But that's not real you. How about lose some weight to the normal weight, and then to see real you inside, and to see a better you, more handsome, more beautiful you. If you set that goal, you can achieve it. If that guy can achieve his goal, you can too. This is the stories I talked about to be persistent. In the beginning, they don't know they have that strength, they have that trait. But just little by little, moment by moment, step by step, day by day, you can achieve your goal, and then you also can achieve that trait. You will know you have the persistence and the perseverance in you. Gradually, you have the confidence that you can deal with everything in your life, and you won't be, scared for any situations, scenarios in life. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.